Wagwan people, we're opening the digital gate on round 1 of the Jested Games locals. We got young Seb. This is pre-fanboy store regional, getting some practice in on Millenniummon. And we've got Medusa on the right hand side, although this player's not really played too much Medusa, so maybe an experience gap here. And we're going to pick up a Millenniummon off of the Uko instead of the machine. And yeah, unfortunately Analog Youth gonna go Giga Rogue, but we do have at least a third Chitose, so we're gonna drop that Chitose down, losing out on a lot of important value into the Dimetro. Gonna tap to give the draw. It doesn't have progress yet, never mind, it should not have been a draw. But we do get the second tamer down. Now we get to go into Lamia. So, I mean, this would have been fine because it would have been the progress there. Gonna get a hand rip, gain back R2 memory, and then we can Digimon into Medusa here, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna delete the Uko, and then can choose to bot deck 1. So if you want to deny card draw here, you would bot deck the Uko, but choosing to get rid of the Chimera. Yeah, choosing to get rid of the Chimera to try and take it out does force him to put a Chimera in trash. And we are going to use this second Owen to make this bad boy attack. Gonna swing in, does hit ISM, and then we get to pitch 2. The only thing I don't like about this is that we, at like end of attack, could in theory have gone into it, because that Medusa I'm pretty sure is when Digivolving end of attack, so we could have bot decked and made a second thing. But with this sacred treasure, I will summon. Actually no, yeah, it really mattered. The fact that we didn't do it meant that we couldn't take the Millenniummon out, which means we now get a Millenniummon for free here. We are going to go to 3, go to 4 off of the Owen. We do at least have an Eliza. I'm just reading what we have access to. The fact that we didn't have to take ourselves off board to set up a float, we were just able to kind of go, is pretty clean, but obviously you just got to be very careful that we don't just get immediately answered. We can warp here because we do have the Dimetro in trash, so get to just warp into the Lamia, hand rip, gain back the 2, get the draw off of the Owen, and yeah, we can just Medusa here. So evolve, Medusa pop, and then get to bot deck. So I'm not sure if he realizes that he should be bot decking exactly this Millenniummon to turn off on deletes. So we get away with it. We do get away with it. Which means we do get to Analog Youth, get the rookie. And this one does have the Digimon, which, ew, but it's an extra pop, so you can just kind of fight for board. Looks like we're missing the Millenniummons because we have had to go kind of low, and we're gonna get rid of Wicked God Descends. Which is interesting. I wouldn't have mind using that just to get it set early, because it would give us the Moon Millenniummon to try and crack back and kill the Owens. We have drawn quite a few cards, so I think we definitely would be able to clear those Owens if we'd set up Wicked God Descends. I don't hate Crimson Blaze, but yeah, finding Medusa is pretty good too. Do we have a Cyberdramon or a Lamia? Looks like the answer is no. Just going to Crimson Blaze. Stop floats from being able to happen. We are going to swing in and live. No Lamia, so we cannot make this Medusa here. I'm going to pitch the Chimera, and then I'm going to swing over the body. Makes sense. Get your free damage, and then we're going to hit a scramble off of the machine, which means we do get to then get searching. 3 cards closer to the Lamia that we're clearly missing. Raging Serpentine is going to delete the machine, which then means we get to DNA into Millennium. So I'm just going to de-digivolve and pop that. This is a DNA mon though, so we do get to... We actually do get to swing this as a DNA mon. Problem is we won't float because we're under Crimson Blaze. So the question is whether you just... Yeah, whether you just keep the value here. So that's what we're going to do ISM to draw to and then get this Digimon in trash. And then decline to blow ourselves up until the end of the Medusa turn. Yeah, we've got a lot of value that we can get here. Ukomon off the draw is not ideal. Yeah, have to find it. We do not. Just the Styraco. Training into Demetro. And then we are going to draw an extra card. Draw for Evo as well. But yeah, just no level 5 to be seen. Went through them quite... Oh no, we do have a Lamia, so we can make it. It's just we don't have the egg. Yeah, not having the egg matters a lot. But we do get to keep turn, actually. Wait, hold up. As a reminder, we do not have... Wicked God emerges. Oh, as a reminder, we do not have Wicked God Descends here. So if we bot deck this Millenniummon, it's no longer in trash. Yeah, scramble. Give you a chance to play back. Oh, Styraco. Okay. We do have blocker here. Should we do attempt to pop? And then are we going to try and make it go? It looks like we are not going to try and make it go. Which is a shame, because if he tapped it, we would have had progress, which would have prevented us from... Yeah, we had potentially game here. Yeah, actually, I think we just straight up had game here. If we'd used the Owen... Oh, right, no, because we went into Styraco, so we did not have progress. We did not have Rush. If we got into Medusa with Rush, then we would have been able to get the clear. We're going to go up to a disgusting amount of memory. Yeah, Digivolve 1, and then we can pop to pop 3, 4, 5. Don't actually have to, though, because we can just kind of swing in a way that just kind of sends it. So this is DNA. Make Millennium. Pop here. Burn top. Oh, burns the Crimson Blaze, and then we get to swing in and clear the last. Whilst we get ready for game number 2, I do want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel, be it as a DigiEgg, supporting us for as little as £1 a month to dodge the mid-rolls. Goes a long way. Or you can be like our ultimates at the top, who be dropping a little bit just to get some support into the channel daily. We got Lee, Tommy and T, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Brad, King of Knights, Rich Life, Sacred Armour, Zachary and Cobb and Bound. Support goes a long, long way. And if I get to see you at events like Rotherham coming up, like our rookies, then you get access to the cooked Garurumon sleeves. But right now we're going to have access to game number 2. So we're going to go rookie training, fine training. And we're not going to be able to cast option cards here because of the Ukomon. That's one of the downsides of the Ukomon builds, is you do turn off your egg. If they go rookie training to pass you 2, you kind of lose out going second on the ability to properly extend, because you're not really on any Gazis that you like searching with. So you just kind of, like, you do have to kind of play passive. It doesn't actually look like we had an option anyway in hand, which is kind of interesting. You're just choosing to one choke by evolving for 3 over a purple Digimon rather than the 2 over a Gazimon. Although Medusa, much faster start this time. Into the Demetro. Would have liked to see the one that plays an Owen for free, but I'm not even sure if we had an Owen. The security one is a little annoying. Gonna swing in a rookie. Does hit Chitose. That does make things slightly awkward. But it does mean we can no, not even one choke. Get to yoink out a Wicked an ISM, which is pretty sick. And then machine to the bottom. And this Digimon cannot attack, but we do get a token. But if we can make a DNA here, we're kind of good. Zed to the trash. Gonna swing. He's gonna die, so we do get to pitch to draw 2. And then we get to pitch Moon to pop a level 4 lower, so we get to clear that Eliza. And then we are going to Assembly, which is going to come down. That's going to be the Digivolve, and then presumably we're just going to pop the Dimensionary. Yeah, no need to extend any further than that. We do have Blazing Conductor down though, so it does mean that if we can get an Owen down this turn, next turn we can really kind of go crazy. We're not dead for this position, but it's not clean. Yeah, so just going to drop an Owen down and then get a Dimensionary back. And then a second Blazing Conductor. Okay. Double Emblem. Like, Uko and Double Emblem. Definitely a non-standard Medusa build. Speaking of Uko, gonna get that bad boy in the back. Gonna swing Dos Checarino. Does it a training out of security. So we've got a pretty decent back row assembled here. Yep. Unfortunate. Analog Youth does pick up a machine, but doesn't get too much more than that. We do get to Wicked God Emerges, so we are threatening big value at the end of this turn. But obviously, you know, if we can bot deck this Millenniummon, then we are chilling. Trading for the first crack. We get to go into Demetra again. I'm going to tap this Owen to get the draw, and then this will trigger Blazing Conductor. So we get to go into Lemia for Zero. Yoink, and burn an Uko out of security. Second Blazing Conductor. We get to go into the good Medusa. Actually, no, we're going to go into the older Medusa. Pop the token, and then by bot decking the Moon and the Zed, get rid of targets to get extra value out of Wicked God Emerges. I like it. And we're getting so much memory now that... okay, yeah, Crimson Blaze. Burn 2 cards out of security. Wait, this... Is he a gamer? Wait, he might be a gamer because if he has Cyclomon, this is like actual guaranteed lethal. No, it's not. It's blocker and redirect. Okay, so we can burn top card of security, and then we can swing, and yeah, we are actually going to a third and final.
Matrix Digivolution.
Hi YouTube, it's probably about time I did one of these again. If you're seeing this, that means you are not a member, and you may also not be subscribed. You should check and see if you're subscribed. A lot of people watch my content daily and don't actually subscribe. Check and see if you're one of those people. It might even be glowing for you under the video. But yeah, I'm here to just say consider joining the members. For joining as little as £1 a month, you can dodge these for the rest of watching Digimon on my channel, and you can support the channel and help us do close to daily as I can for Digimon. Appreciate everyone that's been through everything with us. In 2025 was an awesome year, and hopefully I want to be able to do a lot more cool stuff in 2026. So with your support, it makes it possible to be able to branch out and do other things. So yeah, it took me 10 days into the new year to record a new sponsor segment, but yeah, if you're seeing this, that means there was no other sponsor, so please consider supporting me. Bye. And with a third and final, in addition to our rookies of Turtle Sovereign, Balfi, Marcio, Gretzi, Brando, Kessa, Z Slasher, Silver Chariot, Centric PS, Metallica, La Art, Allcrest, Random Factor, Warber Velasquez, Diablo Alcaz, and Traitor Mojad. We have our champions who do get bonus content from the podcast 1 month early. Apologies, it's been a little bit since we've done the podcast, just because it's been a very busy June, but come July, it should be good. We've got Shinikari, DHM, Andy Fing, Benji Gibber, Kenneth Smith, Tomato FGC, Kraken Security, Stephen Hodgen, Obsidian Cross, Pap, Kava, Samuel Larson, Harlequin, Vival Kazas, Donkey, Top, Scott Monnier, Joseph Fang, Soy Sauce, Sleeping Squids, Bilal Sadawi, and Brisk Kitty. And we got a brisk start with no rookie and a Chitose, but it looks like both of them are rookieless. But we are going to change that with a rookie in the back off the Analog Youth. And then, you know, it was so good to us the first time, we'll do it again. Get to go to 3 off of the memory setter Owen. But it looks like we're just going to double up on memory setters. No rookie is very unfortunate. Both of these players did mulligan. Swing in, pitch off Z's, get the draw. And then gonna go ISM on... Oh, Wicked God emerges on the BT18 Millenniummon. Trying to dig as much as we can, and still rookieless. Does get to one choke with the Demetro. Could potentially make it back to us depending on whether we just want to... that's a lot of cards in the trash. So yeah, we are just going to assembly. Keep him off board. Be as annoying as we can. And like, I don't really see a reason to delete yourself here. You just take him off board. Like, yes, he can make Medusa, which is actually high-key kind of annoying. But I think we've seen from the matchup that we're not particularly familiar with the silence mechanic. So we're just going to Raging Serpentine. Does get to go into delay, and it does get to delete the highest DP, I believe. So we do end up being able to spin cycle in order to give us back the 2 bodies, and then attempt to DNA. I think it would have actually been better to go into BT18 Millie, but by going into the one that floats here, we can now Wicked God emerges at the end of his turn to get the Zed out, and this Zed is capable of attacking. This puts us on 4 attacks potentially. Gonna get our start of main sorted. Gonna get to go swing in for the first. Raging Serpentine soaks up with the Zeds, so it's not gonna hit anything. Crimson Blaze clears the rookie that already swung. This is that DNA is backwards. Not that it's gonna matter. Gonna gain back 1. Gonna swing in for 2 checks, and then we are gonna overclock. To have Zed Millenniummon swing without suspending. So it's going to be Millenniummon taking it. Obviously, work to be done for Medusa. Unfortunately, the third game was a break. If you did love it, so though you do want to see more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It's free. Be good to yourselves, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.